There was a mortal wound, a deadly wound, and his deadly wound was healed. I want to talk to you about the wounds that can come in our life. There was a wound, and it was a deadly wound. It was designed to bring forth death. It was a wound that was inflicted, and it was a deadly wound to bring death. And it's a picture of most people, because I think everyone under the sound of my voice has or will in life suffer hurt, suffer wounds, suffer disappointments, wounds that should have, could have, and will kill if they are not healed. The Bible said in John 10:10, the enemy comes to kill, steal, and destroy. The devil does not fight fair. The devil will not give up until you're wounded to death. If you let him, he will wound you. He will attack you. It's problem after problem, issue after issue. The devil's intent is to deliver, listen to me carefully, a deadly wound. A deadly wound until he wounds you to death. He hits you here and then he hits you there. Deadly wounds. And if he can't get you, he'll get your spouse. And if he can't get your spouse, he'll come after your kids. And if he can't get your kids, then he'll hit your business. He'll hit your finances. He just keeps trying to do what he does, kill, steal, and destroy. And he tries his best to wound people. You read the book of Job and you see how that Satan operates. He wounded that man over and over and over and over and over, trying to wound him with a deadly wound to make him curse God and give up. I want to ask you a question. When was the last time you saw a real miracle with your eyes? I want you to look to your left and look to your right, and I want you to realize that you're looking at a church full of miracles in this room right now. Because there are people who have been through problems, there are people who have been through sicknesses, there are people who've buried kids, there are people who've lost loved ones, there are people who have been wounded, they have been hurt, they have been devastated, but they're still here, they're still worshiping, they're still praising, they're still shouting, they're still believing, they're still holding on. And if you've been wounded and you're still here, I want you to give God a great praise. Yeah, come on, just take a moment and say, I have been wounded, I have been hurt, but I am still alive and I'm still here and I'm still believing. I'm still believing. The devil can huff and he can puff, but he cannot blow your house down. Greater is he that is in us than he that is in the world. The wounds of life that the enemy, Satan, sends are sent for one purpose: to destroy you, to inflict you with a deadly wound that kills your soul, that kills your worship, that kills your joy, that kills your dream, that kills your marriage, that kills your family. Peter was warned by Jesus, Peter, Satan has desired to sift you, to wound you with a deadly wound. But I have prayed for you that your faith would not fail. He was saying, in other words, Peter, the devil wants to do everything he can to keep the microphone out of your hand on the day of Pentecost. And so he's going to wound you, and when, not if, when you are converted or healed of that wound, go find your brothers and strengthen them. When you are healed of your deadly wound and your deadly attack, it's going to open up the opportunity for you to help somebody else. Prayer still makes the difference. Jesus said, I'm praying for you that the wound that the enemy is going to hit you with, Peter, does not destroy your faith. Healing will come. Restoration will come. I want to say that again because it felt so good. Healing will come if you won't give up. But there is an enemy who wants the wounds of life to destroy you. Isaiah 53 puts it this way: Jesus was wounded for our transgressions. Two key words: He was wounded for our transgressions. He was wounded, He was bruised for us, not for Himself. Now we are the body of Christ. Could it be that your wound or your attack is not really for you or about you? Could it be that you might be going through hell today so that through your wounds somebody else can be healed tomorrow?